Before dawn, the emperor sits alone under a dim lamp. He's not writing decrees, he's writing reminders. How to face cruelty without becoming cruel. How to stay calm when the world burns. His name is Marcus Aurelius, ruler of Rome. Amid war and plague, he filled a private notebook never meant for anyone else to read. In it, he wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Modern studies show that 85% of what we fear never happens. Marcus knew this centuries ago, that peace is a mental choice. Tomorrow morning, before checking your phone, write one sentence to yourself: "I control my response, not the outcome." He didn't write for history. He wrote to master himself. And that's where our journey begins. Part 1. People and Unkindness. Every wound we carry comes from other people. Their words, their betrayal, their carelessness. Marcus Aurelius faced this every day as emperor, and he left us this truth. When someone does you wrong, it is because they are mistaken about good and evil. If they are right, you've met a teacher. If they are wrong, you've met a lesson. Either way, you gain. Modern psychology calls this empathic reframing, choosing compassion over reaction. Because anger is contagious, but so is calm. When others attack, your job isn't to strike back, it's to stay unshaken. As Marcus wrote, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." Today's exercise. Think of one person who irritates you and wish them clarity instead of anger. That is the quiet power of Stoicism and your first test of strength. Part 2, everything depends on your interpretation. The world doesn't break you, your judgment about the world does. A rainy morning can be misery or music, depending on the lens through which you see it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you are pained by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke." Modern neuroscience agrees our brain reacts not to events, but to the story we tell ourselves about them. Next time something goes wrong, a delay, a rude message, a lost pause, and ask, what story am I telling myself right now? Change that story and the feeling changes with it. You can always control what happens, but you can always control what it means. That is where freedom begins. Part 3, the mind is the pilot. Your body may ache, tire, or hunger, but your mind decides what these mean. Marcus Aurelius ruled armies and faced sickness, yet his real battle was within. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Modern science echoes him. Neuroscientists estimate 80% of our suffering is mental, not physical. Pain is real, but suffering is the story the mind adds to it. When fatigue whispers, stop, ask your reason, not your feelings. When fear says you can't, ask your principles, not your pulse. Your mind is the pilot, the body only the ship. And every storm is navigable if the captain stays calm. Practice this. Today, notice every complaint your body makes and answer with, "I decide how this feels." That's the Stoic path, commanding from within. Part 4. Live deliberately. Most people don't live, they react. They wake, rush, scroll, and sleep again, moving through days like passengers, not pilots. Marcus Aurelius warned, "Stop wandering. You are not likely to read your own notes again, or the acts of the ancient Romans and Greeks. Do what nature demands now." He meant stop drifting, live on purpose. Every decision, every word, every breath should serve a principle, not a habit. Modern studies say the average person spends 47% of their waking life lost in thought, not present, not aware. The Stoic practice is simple. Before every action, ask, "Is this necessary?" This single question cuts through noise and distraction. Today, pause once before replying, before scrolling, before speaking, and choose deliberate action over impulse. Clarity grows from consciousness, and peace begins with purpose. Part 5, we are built for cooperation. Humans are not born for isolation. We are built for cooperation. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "We are made for working together like feet, hands, and eyelids." He led an empire, yet believed true strength was in unity. Modern studies show people who practice kindness have 23% lower cortisol, the stress hormone that corrodes peace. When others frustrate you, remember they too are fighting unseen battles. You don't have to like everyone, but you must not hate anyone. Your peace doesn't depend on their behavior, only on your choice to respond with grace. Today, help one person without expecting anything back. Even a kind word is enough. Stoicism isn't cold. It's warm control, calm in action, gentle in power. Part 6, respect your own judgment. We love ourselves, yet we fear the opinions of strangers. Marcus Aurelius said, "It never ceases to amaze me. We love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." He reminds us, if what you do is right, don't seek applause. Modern research shows external validation triggers dopamine like a drug, but the effect fades fast. Inner validation built on principle lasts. Today ask yourself, would I still do this if no one saw me? That's integrity doing what's right unseen. The world will always talk. Let them. You answer to conscience, not the crowd. Part 7, strength is being correctable. Changing your mind isn't weakness. It's wisdom evolving. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If someone shows you the truth, accept it gladly, for it is no shame to be corrected." We live in a world where pride is a wall, but Stoics saw correction as growth. In fact, research shows people who admit mistakes learn 40% faster than those who defend them. The wise don't cling to being right. They cling to learning. Today, if someone challenges, you don't defend, listen. Ask, could they be right? You lose nothing by changing your mind, but you lose yourself by refusing to. Strength isn't rigidity. It's flexibility rooted in truth. Part 8. Freedom begins with listening. You can't control others, but you can master how you hear them. Marcus said, "Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself." Listening isn't weakness, it's awareness. It disarms anger before it grows. Studies show people who listen deeply are seen as 42% more trustworthy. It's not about silence, it's about presence. When someone speaks harshly, pause before reacting. Hear the pain beneath their words. Stoicism teaches every reaction is a choice, and silence can be strength. Practice today. In one conversation, say less. Listen more. You'll be amazed what peace it brings. Part 9, self-respect and simplicity. Marcus Aurelius lived in a palace but slept like a soldier. He reminded himself daily, if an action does not serve justice, truth, or self-control, it is not worth doing. In a noisy world chasing luxury and approval, simplicity is rebellion. Modern research shows people who simplify their lives report 37% higher life satisfaction. You lose peace not from lack of things, but from too many distractions. Speak plainly. Keep your promises. Need less, and you'll have more. Today, declutter one small area, your desk, your phone, or your thoughts. Make room for calm. Simplicity is not poverty, it's freedom from excess. And freedom is the richest state of all. Part 10. The obstacle becomes the way. When life blocks your path, Marcus reminds you, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Every challenge is raw material for growth. Modern data shows people who reframe stress as fuel, not threat, see 43% higher performance under pressure. The Stoic doesn't ask, why me, but how can I use this? Lost your job, build resilience. Got rejected, strengthen character. Life doesn't punish, it trains. Today, write down one obstacle you face. Under it, write how it could make you better. Pain is the sculptor of strength. The obstacle isn't blocking your path, it is your path. Part 11, embrace adversity. Don't wish for calm seas, wish for a strong ship. Marcus wrote, "Be like the rock against which the waves break, but it stands firm and the raging sea falls still around it." Resilience isn't born in peace, it's forged in difficulty. Research from Harvard shows that people who endure hardship develop higher emotional intelligence and greater long-term happiness. So when storms come, don't pray for them to end, pray for steadiness. Breathe, endure. Each trial is a test of your inner weather. Today, when something frustrates you, say quietly, "This is training." The storm passes, the rock remains. Part 12, nothing is new under the sun. Heartbreak, loss, betrayal, these are ancient human conditions. Marcus wrote, "All that happens is familiar and short-lived. The pain you feel has been felt by emperors and peasants alike, and all survived it until they didn't." Perspective is power. History shrinks the weight of the present. Modern therapy calls this temporal distancing, viewing your problem through time's long lens. It reduces emotional pain by over 30%. So when grief arrives, remind yourself this too is part of being human. You're not alone. You're part of a long lineage of endurance. Part 13, do fewer things, but do them well. Busyness is not progress, Marcus warned. If you seek tranquility, do less, or do what's essential with excellence. In a world of endless notifications, focus is a superpower. Studies show multitasking cuts productivity by 40%. Doing one thing deeply beats 10 things shallowly. The Stoic secret is essentialism, do less better. Today, pick one meaningful task and give it your full attention. Turn off your phone, breathe, and act deliberately. Excellence is quiet. Simplicity is mastery. Part 14, stay in the present. Worry lives in the future. Regret lives in the past. Peace lives only in the present. Marcus Aurelius wrote, confine yourself to the present. Modern psychology confirms it. Mind wandering makes us unhappy 47% of the time. The Stoic doesn't ask, what if? He asks, what now? Breathe. Look at what's in front of you. Do the next right thing, nothing more. Today's task done well is the path to a tranquil life. The present moment is small, but it's where eternity begins. Part 15, choose virtue over fortune. You can't control fortune, but you can control virtue. Marcus said, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Money fades, reputation shifts, virtue remains. Research shows people who act with integrity sleep 25% better and report greater life meaning. Choose honesty over convenience, patience over pride, and courage over comfort. Today, practice one virtue, just one. Repeat it until it becomes instinct. Because character, not circumstance, defines destiny. Part 16. If it isn't right, don't do it. Marcus wrote simply, if it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. In a world built on compromise, clarity is power. Truth may cost you comfort, but lies always cost you peace. Modern leadership studies show that trust built on truth increases team success by 50%. So whether in business or love, act with integrity even when unseen. Today, pause before every choice and ask, is this right? Morality needs no audience, only courage. Part 17, duty above fear. Marcus faced war-plagued betrayal and still wrote, do not fear death. Fear only doing wrong. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the mastery of it. Science backs it. Bravery activates the same brain circuits as compassion. Duty is love in action. Fear whispers hide. Virtue whispers stand up. Today, do one thing you've delayed out of fear. Send the message, make the move, speak the truth. You'll find that courage grows each time you act despite trembling. Part 18, act now. Procrastination is the thief of potential. Marcus urged himself, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. Death isn't a threat, it's a motivator. Studies show people who reflect on mortality set clearer goals and take 60% more action. So stop waiting for perfect timing. Start now. Write the message, begin the project, forgive the person. You're not running out of time, time is running out of you. Part 19, return quickly when you slip even. Marcus failed daily, but he wrote, when jarred, return at once to yourself. Falling isn't failure, staying down is. Psychology calls it recovery time. The faster you return to focus, the stronger your mind becomes. So when you lose patience or break your promise, don't spiral. Reset. Today when you slip, say start again. Each return is an act of mastery. Perfection isn't required, persistence is. Part 20. See things as they are. Marcus wrote, a purple robe is just wool dyed in shellfish blood. Perspective dissolves illusion. Expensive wine, fermented grape juice. Luxury cars, metal and oil. When you see clearly, you free yourself from envy. Science shows gratitude and realism reduce material craving by 40%. Look beyond the surface. Admire function, not status. Today, choose one object you desire and describe it in plain terms. You'll see its power fade. Freedom starts with clarity. Part 21. Wealth is a tool. Not a treasure. Marcus was an emperor, yet he saw wealth as burden, not blessing. Receive wealth without arrogance and let it go without grief. Money is a tool, good only if it serves virtue. Studies show after a certain income, money stops improving happiness, its effect plateaus at about $75,000 a year. Use wealth wisely, not worshipfully. Spend on growth, not image. Give more than you hoard. Today ask, do I own my possessions or do they own me? The richest soul needs little. Part 22. Gratitude is strength. Marcus began meditations with gratitude to parents, teachers, and even rivals. To be thankful for those who corrected me was a gift beyond gold. Gratitude rewires the mind. Studies show daily gratitude practice raises happiness by 25% in 3 weeks. Write down 3 things you're grateful for today. Even struggle deserves thanks, it made you wiser. Gratitude is not emotion, it's perspective. It turns what you have into enough. You don't need to change your life overnight. Just one principle lived for one day can start the shift. Pick one: patience, courage, honesty, or gratitude. Live it, breathe it, repeat it. Marcus left his notes. Now it's your turn to write yours, not with ink, but with actions. Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. Tomorrow you'll be calmer, next week stronger, a year from now unrecognizable. Philosophy means nothing until lived. So start today one Stoic principle at a time. If this story moved you, comment which Stoic principle you'll live by today. And if you want to join the 7-Day Stoic Challenge, subscribe to Making Life Better, because philosophy means nothing until you practice it one deliberate day at a time.